Hello and welcome to She Who Rides the Owl. These are the meditation readings for the divine you. This is, sorry to say, this is just the introduction video for the meditation readings, but they are coming up for all 12 zodiacs, so stay tuned for that. This, on a somber note, this will also be my last meditation readings. I'm going to take a very long break. I don't know if I'll come back. But it's just hasn't been a lot of feedback and I just need to take a break. So I don't know if it's an indefinite break. But I will still be helping people in other ways. Probably not through this channel. Or my other platforms, but I'll definitely keep the channel up and running. I just won't be giving my energy to it as much, or if any. So thank you for those who have supported me throughout this journey. And I'm hopeful I was able to give you some feedback and or assistance. Overall, the energy was just too dead, and I felt like I was making an impact, but no one was giving me any feedback. But thank you for those who have been listening. Okay, and following. So without further ado, let's get into the introduction. I'm going to break down each of these cards that you see here and let you know their meaning and how they will play into the readings coming up. The first card is the Grand Trine, and I'll point these cards out so you know what I'm speaking of. The Grand Trine represents blessings, okay? So what I was hearing when I was channeling is there are divine men, okay? Could be a group, could be a large group. But I was also hearing that some of these are officials and they're here to handle official business, right? Don't know what that means. Then I heard the Child. And by the way, I don't know if April or December plays any significance to anyone. But I saw the Child. Then I also heard a healer for the ages. Okay, so there's a person out there that's a healer for the ages. And they have this gift from the universe, to do something great. And if you ever forget who you are or about your special gift, you will be reminded. Memories should bring you back. Check your birth charts and make sure you guys have a Grand Trine, okay? And look at what houses they fall in, and what elements they are. The North Node represents your life purpose. What you're meant to do in this life, or the direction you're meant to go in, what you're meant to discover, right? Your soul's journey. I did a couple of readings on this a while back, so go check it out. But the North Node here, most of you guys will be discovering your life purpose. Some of you will be learning from maybe a lesson in official business, okay? Or, or learning to, there's official business that you do need to tend to. There could be new opportunities awaiting for you if you go in the direction of your North Node. There is for some of you, destined work for you. So I was picking up for some of you, you guys could be meeting a person, and this is a part of your destiny. Maybe, with this person, you're going to be doing some type of work, and you'll move in, a different direction. I feel like I also picked up that some of you, when you notice you're moving in your divine purpose or moving towards your north node, you might discover a lot of people were wearing masks within your social circles. Moving on to the fire element. Now, the fire element represented more so like impulses for me. That's what I was picking up. A lot of changes and new movement are happening. Some of you will get like an epiphany or a wake-up call. Some of you may feel this impulse through like a sudden attraction towards someone, like you're attracted to someone. And some of you beware of these impulses because for some of you, you need to beware because this could be someone trying to bullnose you into a certain direction that you probably don't need to be going in. So just be careful not to feed all of those impulses, okay? Moving on to the 4th house. Some of you don't want to face matters directly because the 4th house represents, family, things that ground us. I do believe it can represent like your roots, okay? Some of you, like I said, are dealing with like family or, family roots, don't want to face certain matters directly. Certain issues could be coming up. I did pull the STD card, and I know some of you are probably like, what in the world does this have to do with the 4th house? Well, the way I'm seeing it is it could be a spiritually transmitted disease, meaning there's a cycle, like a curse within the family that needs to be broken, right? Maybe you would be the one that breaks that curse. Some of you are going to be facing disappointment, maybe dealing with family. Maybe you realize your family is holding family secrets, right? In a matter. And maybe you realize something that needs to change in your environment, So some of you might make that change or see that there's a change that needs to be made. And it's going to be up to you to make that change in order to let in a positive flow of energy. Moving on to Aries. Now, Aries represents self, right? Initiation. It represents passion and drive. But here, I believe it stands for some of you guys, and these will probably pop up in some of the readings of the 12 zodiacs. But some of you need to learn how to act appropriately and wisely, in certain situations. Okay? Especially in marriages, because marriages, like, the card dealing with marriages came up. Or dealing with your children, right? I also picked up that some of you, this kind of came out as well, are storytellers, and there's a need to share your story, or you have a story that you need to tell. The 5th house came out. The 5th house is very playful energy, but I feel like why is it here? It's representing that some of you need to create an environment that you are proud of. To achieve this type of environment, you must practice free expression, because that's what the 5th house is all about. Free expression. make sure you're not holding secrets. Practice being yourself. Okay. So first, practice being a friend, right? Practice being a friend to yourself first. And this should bring that magnetic energy of, the type of relationships that you want around you. Because if you're being great to yourself, that's going to bring in the type of relationships or the type of friends you want, right? Just kind of give an example. To also create an environment that you're proud of, being intuitive, and that just simply means we're all intuitive. That just means tuning in to the energy of those you care about, right? And just being aware of your whereabouts too. Having faith in your ability to help yourself and others can also help bring the environment or create the environment that you so desire. Okay. Okay, moving on to the solar eclipse revolution. Now, most of you won't realize this, but could be like by chance or good fortune, okay? Most of you won't realize this, but those lousy people that are in your life will be cut out. Okay, and it may seem like a bad moment for you at the time that it happens, but it's your by chance good fortune. You will see the mask that someone was wearing, and you eventually will walk into your abundance. And it depends on the choices you make. Remember, a revolution starts with just one individual step, and then it just dominoes into different changes. Moving on to the 9th house, which represents faith. This is here because obstacles are being lifted in your lives, okay? This house is ruled by Jupiter, which represents openness, luck, and expansion. This house searches for the meaning through structures, okay, such as religion and government. And this is where you will find a lot of intense situations happening because this is the house of the higher mind. This is going to bring new experiences, probably traveling, possibly new people entering your lives. For my ladies, I saw many men coming into your lives. Some of you, I saw a special gift that you were receiving. So make sure you watch the meditation readings coming up for the 12 zodiacs. So hopefully you can find the divine you.